Students, welcome to yet another session of Use It Right. This part is becoming one of my favorite. It has already become one of my favorite because whenever my candidates are confused with any word, I can directly refer them to these videos, making my work quite easier, right? So today we're gonna start with another session of Use It Right, and we'll be discussing about 5 word pairs, which are either homophones or they have similar spellings or they have similar pronunciation, right? So the first word pair is imminent and imminent. So if you see both the words, they have quite a similar spellings, but how I remember them is that imminent is more like immediately. The meaning of imminent is something that is about to happen, and immediately is also, immediately just after it. So I remember it from there. And imminent is something that is about to happen. For example, there is an imminent danger for the spreading of coronavirus, or the coronavirus being widespread. So there is imminent, quite near, going to happen, right? The next one is imminent. Imminent is something that is existing, that is inherited already, which is there. For example, the Indian Constitution has this imminent provision for the protection of human rights, imminent, which is already there. The next word pair is allude and allude. So this one is allude and this one is elude. So although the pronunciation seems to be quite similar, this one allude is when we just drop hints. If you are from this English literature background, you must be knowing that this one is also a literary term. And what kind of literary term? When we just, the speaker, the poet is not saying something but is actually dropping hints about some particular incidents or something like that. So allude is when someone is dropping hints. For example, she was alluding at the opposite party. The next one is elude. Elude is escape, at least an attempt to escape something or to avoid some circumstances. For example, Kanika Kapoor tried to elude the security system, right? So elude. It is, you can remember it from eloping also if you wish. The next word pair is bail and bail. If you see, this is not bail, this is bail. The diphthong, a diphthong is used. So this bail is the one which we generally use when we are, in our legal security systems or somewhere there. So you can say the actual meaning is when someone or something is saved, is rescued from with a great difficulty. For example, 9 were bailed on the charges of drug or narcotics or trading narcotics. The next one is bail. This one is to bundle up something. For example, straws in the field are yet to be bailed up. Bail. The next word pair is, this one I have seen children easily making mistake. I don't know why, but still. This one is discreet and this one is discreet. They are homophones. If you see, this one is with double E and this one is with single E. How I remember is because I easily remember this discreet, so I know when to use this one. But the another technique is because this discreet with double E means to be careful. So what I think is because one E is already there in this careful, so the one with the one extra E has to be added up. In this one, when we'll add up careful, one was already there, so it has two. And this one is discrete is to be distinctive, some special property. In this one there is no E, so just one E in this discrete. So this is -1 E rule. If you can have your own this tricks, I think we all have already our own repertoire and our own techniques of remembering words, and it's good to have one. In case you don't have one, I don't think so that you are reading sufficiently. In case you seriously think I know all the words, nobody knows all the words. Not even Samuel Johnson knew all the words. No one does. So it's good to read. Not even Shashi Tharoor. No. Not even Sudhamurthy. No. Right? So, okay. Coming back to this one, this is discreet with double E, which means to be careful. For example, we made a discreet inquiry. It means we ask some careful questions. This one is discreet. It means distinct, something specific, individualistic. For example, perseverance is her discrete quality. The last word pair of the day is, the word is a bit it's not complicated, but I have seen children misspelling it. So the first one is yes, the first one is this is exacerbate, and this is exasperate. In this one, R is coming later and P is coming first. I think why candidates are confused, because P and B, wait, sorry, P and B both being plosive sounds. One is just voiced and one is voiceless, and once you speak, sometimes this distinction doesn't come. It's not that distinct. So that's why maybe they get confused. And because with this R, I have seen candidates putting it before this one. So the first one is, this one is, one more thing, if you see this one, exasperate, in both of them, rather than using ig, you can use egg also. For example, some people say exaggeration, some people say exaggeration, e and a. So both are acceptable. Even if you will Google it, you will find both the pronunciations are right. Okay, so coming back to this one is exasperate. So the R is silent, exasperate, and the meaning is to aggravate something, to further worsen the situation. For example, the violation of self-quarantine will exacerbate the problem. Exacerbate the problem. Or in case it's already exacerbated the problem, because people earlier also didn't follow it. The next one is exasperate, and this one is to irritate someone. For example, she exasperated me with her continuous chatter. Exasperated. So these are the 5 word pairs, and you can use them in your speaking, in your writing. Keep reading, keep sharing, utilize this time properly. Do what you always wanted to do. You have all the time now. Take care. Bye bye. God bless.